I was on mute. So tasty. Good morning, everyone. So tasty. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Can you feel my excitement? The 3-day weekend's over. Gotta go back to work. Work. Gotta go back to work. It's gonna be 115 today. You heard me correctly. Yes, I live in Death Valley. Apparently, I live in Death Valley. Let me go on a rant about global warming, everyone's favorite topic. Most people think it's fake news. 115 used to be at the high end for Death Valley. Now it's 115 in September in Central California. Yeah, in September. It's supposed to be getting like fall weather. What the actual F? All right. It's like there's 0 people in the house. Probably going to be a quick one. I say that, but then, a few people show up and there ain't much to talk about. Bitcoin, stock market. I didn't even look at the futures open yesterday. I don't care. It's boring AF right now. Probably going to continue to be boring AF. It's September. I think the Fed CPI data soon this week, maybe is CPI this week. Rate hike end of the month. I guess we can take a look at that. I guess. I mean, who gives a shit at this point? Take a look at the charts. Who gives a shit? Like, why do I even stream anymore? I need to pivot. Anyone's ever watched Silicon Valley? Oh, what's the guy's name? I love he's so funny on that show. The tall, lanky, smart dude that defected from Google. It's not Google, but it's Google. Hey, Costco in the house. It's Jared, right? Jared's his name. He's like, pivot. Pivot. I'll pivot the channel. We're going to pivot to next week or this week. I'm going to pivot it right now to talking about global warming. Pivot. Actually, maybe I'll just start my presidential campaign on YouTube. I got millions of subscribers. Screw running for California governor like Meet Kevin, scam artist Meet Kevin. Has that guy posted any videos? I kind of want to take a look at that. Let's pop on over to the desktop, see what's going on. Besides Stacy's mom ain't got it going on. Tell you one thing I didn't get this weekend. There's a lot of rest. I did not get a lot of rest. What I did get a lot of is a different change one letter and rest. Change one letter and rest. And I got a lot of that. And you change that E to a U, Bob's your uncle. It's weird. Like 2 minutes into the stream, because I'm doing this intermittent fasting. Just straight out just fasting some days, going like 24 hours. I'll be fine. And then like 2 minutes into the stream, I just get this rush of starvation, lightheadedness. Does it burn a lot of calories to stream? Burn a lot of calories to just get on the mic and not give financial advice? All right, let's see what's going on in the stock market. The Nasdaq's up 5 points. Talk about a snooze fest. Like the stock market's more boring than Bitcoin, and that's saying something. E-mini S&P's up 10. Stock market ain't doing shit right now. Sell in May, go away. When do you come back? It's September. When does the stock market come back? Are you wearing white today? Don't wear white today unless you can afford to stay on vacation. The only people allowed to wear white today is the people that can continue to get out of the city after the summer. Alrighty, gold, 17.18. Crude oil, $87 a barrel, up 50 cents. Looks like Bitcoin's continuing to bleed a little. We'll take a look at that in a minute. What are bonds doing? Bonds down another full point, down to 133. You know what that means, boys and girls. Bonds go down, rates go up. Although bonds were going up and rates were not going down. So previously bonds were going up and rates weren't going down. So maybe the Fed will continue to do the opposite. We know that's not going to happen. We know another rate hike's coming. The problem is the more bonds go down, it's screaming this could be another big rate hike. Like a hundred burger. A hundred burger. All right. Is that it? What is copper doing? Can't oh actually let's see what silver's doing. Silver up 23 cents. Time to go long silver. Time to finally go long this pig silver. It was down like 47 days in a row. Oh, it's got a nice little 2-day heater going on. Started going up yesterday. Actually, I'm somewhat tempted to go long silver. Although it looks like it's wicking out. Win 40K Bitcoin. Yeah, we're not going to see 40K Bitcoin anytime soon. Let's take a look at the bitty chart. The bitty. All right. When was the last time we saw 40K Bitcoin? That's when it was falling off a cliff in April. Yeah, it doesn't seem. Oh, actually, I can't believe it's September. April was such a long time ago. Where are we at in the market cycle? I mean, this is a weird one. I guess we make this one big peak, right? One weird ass big peak. Is this like? Wait, let's redo that. Oh, hey. All right. We're going to make this the one big peak right here in the market cycle, the psychology. So that was just a little weird. I mean, if we look at it over here, it's going to look a bit more normal. So actually, what are we doing? Retro in the house. Back to the 9 to 5. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Got me dropping F bombs. This market's, I mean, if we look at this looks like this has another big dip before we get to like the end of the market cycle. This one too. Screw the market, looking at the market cycle on Bitcoin. Market cycle. If we look at this, all right, so are we at like complacency or denial? Yeah, we're at denial, I think. We're still in denial. And there's definitely a lot of you. So here's the complacency right here. Complacency, big sell down, and now we're at denial. I mean, this is clear as day if this is playing out. Complacency, denial. Let's get some text in here. I want to. All right. Let's get rid of this. Ooh, text. How do I edit this? Why isn't it not letting me edit? What the? Is it locked? It should give me. All right. Let's try this again. I've done this before. I don't know why it's being so difficult. Anyway, this we'll say I'll deal with this later. I'll put a placeholder there. So this is complacency. And this is like could be anxiety. Like this would be anxiety and then a denial. This is somewhere between anxiety and denial. And then panic. Shit, everyone's selling, need to get out. As far as best I can tell, there's a little anxiety. I mean, anxiety's the way down. There's barely even a little blip. So there definitely complacency. We'll say anxiety, denial. So this is probably going to continue to come down. Probably, in my opinion. Um, I don't know shit, but this was look, guys and gals. Were you born in a how do I say something? Are you stupid? Are you ignorant? Like, what is you? Ignorant? Look at this. Like, is our economy really so strong that it should be doing this? This is not natural. Pull your head out of your ass. Seriously. If you're listening to YouTubers like Jeremy Lefebvre saying he's basically like I don't even that guy's gone like full like weirdo, right? He used to do like a lot of stock analysis and now he's just like I don't know what he's doing. I think he just like I know what he's doing. Like I'll show you what he's doing. He just making extremely clickbait titles. Extremely very good food pump with Meet Kevin and financial. This guy loves shitting on them. I mean, like actually calling them scam artists. Whether or not they're it's borderline. Comedian Doug Stanhope trounces Amber Hood. Oh yeah. Ooh, who's this sexy mofo? Financial. Look. Let's look at these titles. The stock market is on the verge. Get ready. This stock has 100x potential. Like he's even diving into the depths of 100x's. Like he's pulling Alex Becker's. And I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, he's not trying to promote a stock that has 100x potential. It's probably like this. He might be doing what I'm doing right now, talking about there is no 100x's, like easy 100x's. Wall Street epic final market crash trick is in motion. He don't know. He doesn't know that smart money's pulling tricks. He doesn't know. I'm sorry. Legendary. Yeah, who gives a shit? Jeremy is bullying, is on losing money and bullying other creators. Well, this is Macy Savannah. This is Graham Stephan's fiance. We should definitely listen to her. There's a few channels really calling trying to build their bones. Like what what is going on in someone's life? Like I like shitting on a YouTuber is like a thing every now and then, like bitch boy, break Euro 2016 in the house. How you doing? I'm assuming brother. What do you mean BTC? What do you? Did I say BTC was about to explode? Oh, is that my title? Like, what the? Where's this coming from? Oh, Bitcoin is about to explode. Look at it's sarcasm. It's sarcasm, dude. Look, Bitcoin about to explode. I'm sleeping. Yeah, no, BTC ain't going nowhere. I haven't changed my thumbnail in like 47 days, and I've been talking about how BTC is probably going down. It's either going to just spin sideways for a really long time, Just hold this level. This is like this level is the previous all-time high. There is going to be a tremendous amount of support, and I predicted this a long time ago. It's going to come down. It's going to come back down to that support level, and it's either going to spin sideways for a really long time and go up, or it's going to get dumped on hard. Which one of those two? I don't know. You're 100. You can't be 100%. Blah, 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 blah. If you're 100% sure, you're not checking yourself right, because you can't. You might be right. I think the pot odds are probably in your favor that it is going to go down, but you can't be 100% sure. 100% sure is like saying you know, and you don't know. No one knows. Anyway, what was I saying? Jeremy Lafebe. Oh, Bitch Boy dropped. If you haven't seen the recent CoffeeZilla update on Bitch Boy, watch that after the stream. It's a good yarn. Bitch Boy dropped his lawsuit on Atozy. Bitch Boy is a bully, dude. Like I'm saying all out boycott Bitch Boy, and I got to be careful because he'll sue me. And just like Atozy, I can't afford it, and I don't have 1 million subscribers to come to my aid. So, Bitch Boy's a bully. His words were, "This was never supposed to go public, and now that Atozy has money, we can't fight it." Right? So what? You're just bullying people, right? And I feel like Bitch Boy's one of these guys that's like, this is America, freedom of speech and all that. And I don't think Atozy said anything that, you know, it's his opinion, right? You got an audience, get on that audience and do your thing. People are gonna listen to. There's people out there that are. I guarantee you, there's people out there that have channels dedicated to calling me. They're pretty soon. It's Nostradamus is a scam artist. I don't know what I'm scamming you on. I don't sell courses. I don't do promos. Currently, if I were to do promos, we are below, which means we are going. Nah, it doesn't mean that necessarily. This could be a natural support. I'm saying I don't know. I think it's one of the two. I don't think we're going up anytime soon. Anyway, I would see. Yes, what I was saying. This is really weird. Like, what is going on in your life that you just like this guy? This guy is a real weirdo. All he does is make videos shitting on mostly Jeremy Lafebe. Genius Financial found another 1000x stock FUBU. He's really weird. He makes a bunch of weird noises, acts really stupid. Goes without wearing a shirt. I don't I don't understand it at all. Like, what's going on in your life that you just want to make videos and your platform's mostly dedicated? And all he does is talk about how Vanguard, just invest in Vanguard. Hey, look, if you want to invest in Vanguard and be a passive investor, because, active investing, you don't enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't enjoy active investing, then why do it? Just passively take your income and be safe with it. Nothing wrong with that. But what's going on in your life that you just like your entire platform is just shitting on another YouTuber? Like, how big can you really get? And what's your end game? What's your end game? Right? I don't get it. I mean, you must have just a really negative lifestyle or some warped sense of. If he's a scam artist, if you really think he's a scam artist, I don't really think Jeremy Lafebe's a scam artist per se, but is his Discord, the way he does a little bit of guerrilla marketing and all that, it's a little bit sketch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm going on this rant. Let's get back into. I know why I'm getting in this rant because there ain't shit else to talk about. If you want to talk about crypto, all right. Let me see if I can do this. We already know Bitcoin is like 19,700 level. Let me guess. Ethereum's 1,500. Solana's $30. Um, Cardano's like 44, 45 cents. It may be up a little because the Vassal hard fork has a date. AVAX, $18. What else is there? Near like $4. Harmony One, 2 cents. Let's see how far off I am. Ethereum, 1653. I said 1,500. I was off. That's because of the Ethereum merge, I guess. It's like, ooh, things are getting a little green. What's going on here? Bitcoin 19,780. That's like right at that support, like huge support. Cardano 49, Harmony 1.021, Atom strong like bull near 440, actually up a little. AVAX off. I was set 17. It's 19. Oh, I forgot about Matic, 90 cents. Quant. Quant is I'm not. I don't quant any quant. Retro's probably jumping off a ledge right now because he invested all his money in quant. It's down massive to $92. Add Cargo X to that list. What's that? I'm not adding some garbage shit coin. What is Link? Who cares? Shit Dora continuing to go down after all the Harmony One Ponzi's. Okay, jump ship. Bought it before they told everyone. There's a Harmony community mafia that jumped over to Findora. They probably just lemmings. Oh, all the Harmony One teams going to Findora. Like what? All right, I'm joking, but I'm also being kind of true. Like Harmony One is failed and is failing. That entire team is moving over to Findora. Findora has a sketchy past. What's going on in like? Don't. What is dollar cost down? Like when you get a trade wrong, and it keeps going down. One way to look at it is you're buying it cheaper. You're lowering your cost average. Another way to look at it is you're continuing to buy a loser. Don't continue to buy a loser. What is what is going on in crypto that in your mind you think it's a good idea to go to some low shit cap crypto in this market period, regardless of anything? Like my thesis is the only thing to be invested in is good quality cryptos. If you're investing in this highly volatile asset, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, right? Matic. Anything past like the top 20 good solid layer ones, you're an idiot. Unless it's just like I'm YOLOing a little bit of my bag. If you're YOLOing 3, 4, 5%, like 5% of your bag on some shit coin, that's a lot of money. You're probably going to lose 5% of your bag, especially in current market conditions. So what's going on in your head that you think it's a good idea to go buy some coin that you didn't know shit about just because some Harmony One people spun up some validators and some Harmony One team went over there? Again, Harmony One's a failing team, a failing project. Your due diligence is, as people said, it's all Steven say and this and that. And you're the same person that would listen to people like me saying, "Oh, Harmony One's going to be great. The creator has a PhD in cryptography, sold a company to Apple, and this and that." And that is not due diligence. Common sense, logical. Use your logic, right? What is going on in your brain that you think investing in Findora is a good idea? That is extremely degenerative behavior. Now, I'm calling you an idiot, but I'm not calling you an idiot. Here's the deal. I've made lots of idiotic decisions. Learn from it. Once you lose your little bag and I could be wrong, but I'm probably not going to be wrong. Buy cheap, low cap shit coins. yeah. Well, you're the one. I know you're agreeing with me, but you're also telling me to look at some low cap, cheap shit coin. Well, what is this Cargo X? Honestly, the best non-financial advice I can give you right now is stack fiat or buy solid blue chip stocks right now. You know what I'm saying? And even that, I think the market's going to continue to go down. I could be wrong. If you already have your bag in the stock market or your bag in crypto, just hold on to it. Earn passive income by staking your Cardano, for example. Continue to dollar cost average in if that's your shtick. If you're one of those dollar cost average people, continue. In the next 1 to 2 years, you're probably going to be like smoking cigars on your yacht. But if you're, I don't think there's a whole lot of people left trying to degen into small coins. There are some idiots out there, but you're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked, even during a bull market because it's too hard. You're mostly FOMOing in at the tops, and then your exit liquidity from the start, and you don't even realize it. The only way to really make money on these coins that people like Alex Becker will pump and dump is you got to know before he pumps and dumps it, or you just figure out. Alex Becker, I don't really think pumps and dumps that much because he just talks about the same shitty coins over and over for the most part, and brags about how he was on the sold at the top, bought at the bottom, yet he never shows any proof of it. So, and how he makes tens of millions and this and that. It's all about, that's probably all a bunch of lies, to be honest. Allegedly, it's probably a bunch of lies. What is Cargo X? Is a laser focus tool for blockchain document transfer. Interesting. We use extremely secure digital keys for transport and logistics. I think there's a lot of utility that's gonna. You love these fucking plays. What's that other one? Oregon Trail. You love these plays, dude. Have you mentioned this one before? Have we already looked at this? He still does drop shipping videos, or he just does drop shipping? He acts like he has some multi-trillion-dollar gaming company or something. Escrow services. This looks interesting. But what Cargo X? Simply use the Cargo X platform through a web or what does this run on? Oh, you're trolling with this? It does look kind of interesting. I don't know, with blockchain document transfer. Exporting to Egypt. Why the cargo? Now you got me looking at something. Like, it's interesting because I think there's going to be a lot of this stuff on the blockchain, but I wouldn't get into some cheap blockchain that thinks they're the next V chain or whatever. I mean, V chain hasn't done shit. Cargo X and Track. Track is, yeah, you love these fucking logistics plays. Track's Oregon Trail, right? Great game. I died of dysentery. Cargo X. How do you like? How do you know so much about Cargo X? Like, when did this? Because of your research with Track. Oh my goodness, dude! It's 7 in the morning and I've already run my air conditioner for like 30 minutes. It's gonna be 115 today. So pissed off. It's gonna be hot all freaking week, and then in the 90s Saturday. It was supposed to start cooling off. Like, the apex was supposed to be yesterday. CXO recently created a platform to outsource the relaying process of documents in Matic. Oh, wow. So this runs on Matic? Is that what I'm hearing? That makes me more interested. Okay, 115 today, 110 tomorrow. We got a cold front coming in tomorrow. 110 Thursday, 108 Friday, 99 Saturday, and opening day of NFL Sunday. It's finally, I'm just going to make it through the week, boys and girls. All of the shit coins out there, this has to be the first one that gives some decent dividend. Yeah, I'll need to do some. I definitely like having this on the radar. Again, whoever can utilize the blockchain. Like that's the thing, man. It's still such its early infancy. There can be some very innovative companies that figure out how to use this correctly, and there's going to be a lot of secure, fast transfer documents of there's going to be a huge amount of like titles, deeds, and all this stuff, NFTs on the blockchain. But I don't know how soon we are from that being like it. You know what I mean? Either way, you're going to have to invest in it. You're going to have to believe in it, and the company's going to have to pull it off, right? This company's going to have to, and it's going to take a long time. You're not going to get rich overnight by investing in CargoX. CargoX could be good, it could be bad. It's basically going to be like buying Tesla and waiting 10 years to be right. And most people can't do that. So this wouldn't be a thing that I would invest huge in. But if this is your thing and you think, if you believe in it, you continue to do, and I know Retro's done some due diligence. Throw a little bit at it. Dollar cost average in or whatever. CXO is the default trade doc provider for shipping in all of Egypt. And no one gives a F because it's not a yellow teeth. Yeah, well, unfortunately, this stuff is going to take another 5 to 10 years probably to be more mainstream. Because, I mean, the layer ones are still doing their thing. Ethereum is only going to be like 55% done after the merge. Cardano is starting to really pick up some steam, and they got a lot of improvements coming, but they got more to come. And then you got your other ones like Solana that try it differently. They just market and worry about they're going to worry about fixing their chain later, which scares me for as a long-term investment. But in the short term, what was Solana? Did we even give a price on that? $32. What the hell, man? It's going the wrong way. I need it to go down. I want to buy some Solana. Is the market trying to pump? No, Bitcoin's 19. Why is Solana up? I mean, it's not up much, but it's 2 green days. Oh, it's getting ready to. This whole thing is getting ready. Look at this. So here's complacency. And then what was anxiety and depression? Denial and panic. We haven't hit the denial and panic anywhere. Here's complacency. Denial and panic are coming. I guess that could have been complacency or anxiety, complacency, anxiety. This one actually looks like it could have been already played out. Although that's that's pretty big. So complacency. Actually, some crypto. Who knows? It's all garbage. It's all garbage. It's just content. We can sit there and talk about the market cycle like we know anything. Just something to talk about. And then as humans, we sit there and be like, okay, we got this figured out. It gives your brain something to chew on. That's all YouTube and all this shit really is. You enjoy trading Bitcoin. You enjoy being involved in crypto. So you look for crypto. Look for crypto content. And then this some idiots waxing on about the market cycle and where we are and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to tell you, don't listen to. If you enjoy the content, great. Come around and hang out. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that is, we don't know. We don't know shit. All I can give you is my opinion. My opinion is the pain's not done with the Fed. I'm on the freight train. I'm on the tracks. I'm on the choo-choo train that says the market got way, way, way overbought. It was a it was bursting at the seams with greed. The market was bursting at the seams with greed, just like the dot-com crash. This is, again, use some common sense. Dot-com crash. If anything, it's going to come all the way down. It's going to spin side. If history, they're always talking about, all these YouTubers are always talking about the market doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme. Blah, blah, blah. Just shit people wants to hear. Well, if the market's going to rhyme, we're coming all the way down. We're spinning sideways for a few years, and then we're crashing. We're coming all the way down. We're going to spin sideways for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and then we're really going to crash. If the market rhymes, we're all left. This could be a decade of pain. That's all I'm saying. I don't think so. Although I don't know. It wouldn't be out of the question for us to have the next 5 to 10 years of pain. I mean, I kind of remember between 2000 and 2010. What was I doing then? Probably working at, no, I wasn't. Oh, I was working at a fertilizer company as a system administrator. And the stock market was pretty freaking boring for a long time. The stock market was basically, you didn't have all these trading platforms. You didn't I mean, you had some, but they weren't that great. You didn't have a bunch of idiots with cell phones thinking they're listening to people like Andrew Tate, thinking that they could get rich overnight. That's what helped cause a lot of this volatility, to be quite honest. But yeah, it's probably gonna be boring. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm saving to jump in October. I don't know. October might be too early. Who did hot during the .com? Who did anyone with a .com? I mean, obviously Yahoo was one of the biggest names back then. But there was all kinds of .com names that were given $1 million valuations overnight just because they bought the domain and had an idea. It's no different than a lot of crypto right now, except I don't know if they were scams or whatever, but people, I don't know that, because you couldn't really do like an ICO and scam people out of their money. Or you could do an IPO and scam people out of your money. So people are not ready. Yeah, they're not. Me and Ricky are on the same page every time Retro brings up Origin. I died of dysentery though. That's the problem. Yeah, but I'm referring to which one was the one that delivered life-changing gains over time. What are you saying there, bro? Because I'm completely lost on that comment. 7:08 a.m. What have I talked about for the last 40 minutes? Because there's nothing to talk about. Bitcoin 19,700. You're saying the .com wasn't the NFT equivalents? Yeah, it kind of was. People were just throwing money at .coms. It was out of control. People were throwing. I mean, the only difference between now and then is the Fed didn't turn on a money printer. So this has the added catalyst of the Fed throwing on a money printer. People are going crazy with cryptos. People are going crazy in the stock market because they turn on the money printer and excuse me, they turn on the money printer and everyone YOLO'd into effing GameStop instead of paying their rent. Dude, you were like 7 during the .com crash. You would have been like 10 years old during the .com crash. How do you know what the .com crash felt like? bitch. I barely remember the .com crash. How old was I? Like in my 20s? I was too busy getting drunk and I wasn't really trading Reddit. Oh yeah, you're an expert because of what Reddit has to say. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. It was pretty crazy. It's different but similar. Oh, different but similar. It's a lot more Ponzi. I don't think it's. I think it's a bigger scale. I disagree. I think it's a bigger scale. You got scam artists like crazy, scam teams. Like again, there was a lot of people trying to bring up .com businesses. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know if there was just a bunch of people just spinning up .com names and ideas to get a bunch of money. Kind of like what's his face over at Nikola. Like that was the biggest scam. That Nikola Motors felt like the biggest stock crypto equivalent I've ever seen in my life. It was an obvious rug. That was an obvious Ponzi rug pull, right? I don't know if a lot of these .coms were Ponzi rug pulls. I don't remember. All I remember is the stock. Everything was still. I don't know where all the money came from either. I don't remember where all the money came from in the 90s, but people were throwing money at tech and .coms like it was crazy. And then it crashed freaking hard. And then it spun sideways and went up a little bit for like the next 8, 9 years. And then it crashed even harder. So now we're crashing hard. Market tend to rhyme. Everyone that wants to fill you with hopium, I'm filling you with common sense. We could spin sideways for a long time. Now, there is the economy, the global economy is a lot different now. So it tends to happen quicker. So I don't think we're going to spin sideways for the next 8 to 10 years. I think it's going to happen quicker. Maybe we spin sideways for the next 2 years and crash hard, 4 years and crash hard, or maybe we haven't even started creating the ridiculous giant bubble. Yeah. Excuse me. I saw that on the news. Vanetta reported the C. I don't know. That's really weird. Like, because BBBY has been in the news recently as like this some young kid pumping and dumping it or something. I don't know the full. That is BBBY, right? Like, who in the right mind thought BBBY was gonna be some like stock, some 100x stock you should get into? Like, what's going on over? Like, I used to like me some BBBY. I used to actually love BBBB. BBBBY. I used to love going there and getting some like a new comforter. Whenever I wanted a new like goose down comforter, I'd head over to BBBBY. I don't need to anymore. Costco's got that shit. Uh, Amazon. Why do I want to go to some shitty like it BBBBY is this weird store where they have a lot of really nice like beddings and stuff, but then they have a bunch of shit like you would find at tier one, like a bunch of just like rug pull cheap ass items. So it's not this thing I would go to very often. And that was, back in the days when brick and mortar still had a chance. They don't have, there's not too many brick and mortar stores that have a chance right now, unless you're like Costco, Walmart, Target. Like in the future, if you've never seen Demolition Man, this shit's coming true, man. Like there's only going to be Taco Bell. I don't remember what else made it on there, but basically Taco Bell owned everything. Speaking of some Taco Bell, man, I haven't had that shit in a couple years. I'd destroy some Taco Bell right now. I'm so freaking hungry. Who comes and causes? Oh, yeah. So the CFO jumped off a building or something. I don't know what was going on. I think, well, the stock's down huge right now, but wasn't it up huge? Oh yeah, insider trading and pumping up. He might be getting in trouble or something. WSB S's his D way too much. Who's D? And the short squeeze dream. Was he involved in it? Like, I thought the pump and dump was some 20-year-old or something that had a lot of money. Ricky's happy car dealerships are on their way out. Man, I really want a Tesla, but it scares me. Like, how do you know if the Tesla's comfortable? Right? How do you know? And which one do you get? Like, what? How do you test? Like, I would want to test drive a Tesla, man. Them shits are expensive. If I want to buy a Tesla right now, it's almost as much as my house cost me 10 years ago. I don't. Repairs on Teslas are expensive. Uh, car dealerships, I agree, they are kind of on their way out, but it's another 10 years or so. I'm in the camp that believes people aren't going to own cars in the future. You're just gonna hail a self-driving Tesla or a self-driving whatever. Everything's gonna be owned by big money, and it's just slowly taking more and more control. The freedom of you owning a house, that those dreams of the 50s, everyone could afford a house, everyone could afford a car. Man, that shit's going out the window. Most people, a lot of people in New York don't own a car. That's going to be the world soon. There's going to be too many people in the world causing global warming. Don't get me started on that rant. But most people, dude, it's already out of control. The average cost of a car right now is like $700 and some dollars a month. I make good money. And I don't want to go buy a new car because I don't want a $750 a month car payment. You know why I have? Do you want to know why I have money to invest right now? I have spare change every month to invest. I don't have a car payment. Dude, if you went out and saw my car, it's a 2012 Kia Optima. So it's 10 years old. The site has, and I live in California where most people are brainwashed out here thinking you have to have nice, clean cars, the California lifestyle. You have to have really nice, you got to drive around in really nice whips to show how successful you are. I don't have that mentality on shit, dude. I don't have to have the best strip and I don't have to have the best whip. It's got orange peel on one of the back driver's side, so the paint's peeling off. Thing's dirty. I haven't taken it to a car wash. Still gets me from point A to B. You know what my car payment is? Free mother effing free 90 free. No car payment. I'm gonna ride that thing, and my biggest fear right now, that car breaks down and it's gonna cost me enough to fix, and I'm gonna have to sit there and wonder if I should just get a new car instead. I don't want to get a new car. I'm not making the kind of money that my crypto. If my crypto was, if I was sitting on a $3 million crypto bag and I sold, I put like $500,000 or $1 million in the bank or whatever. Or I had a nice little cushion, then I'd go out and get me a Tesla. Right, but a $750 car payment with the fact that my energy bill is now gone from like $200 to $500 a month, and inflation's going up. Like, no, I don't need that headache. Right, I can tighten the bootstraps, shoestring budget, all that shit. Right, continue to eat cheap, don't eat out, cut the cord on a lot of shit. I don't DoorDash. I don't do any of that shit. I don't drink anymore, so that was expensive. I don't smoke. I've never really smoked. That shit's expensive. I don't do weed. That shit's expensive. Things cost money, right? But a car payment's a big one. And again, them shits is there's probably going to be a car bubble. So if you, and that's another thing. Like I don't. That's why it's so fearful. If I have to get a new car, right now it's the worst time in the world to get a car. Wait for that shit to crash. Jonathan in the house. How you doing, brother? uh, yeah, retro. We know you do a lot of Uber. You got to stop that shit. You're young, dude. It's not that hard to make your own food. You can afford it though. Yeah, I can. But if I were to go out and buy a Tesla, that would be it. I wouldn't have actually a $750 car month payment. Where's my budget? Let me see if I can pull that shit up really quick. I don't know. Let's see if I can afford a $750 car payment. That's an excellent question. Hmm. I don't know. Where's my budget? It hasn't been that long. I don't know. If I lost my budget, I'm gonna be so bummed. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing. All right, Horizon. This kind of sucks. On my desktop, I had a baller ass budget, guys. I don't want to do that shit again. What the hell? I think I called it budget. Let me do a search. All I remember is I had like around $600 a month to invest. And then I think there was a little bit of cushion. So yeah, I can afford a $700 car payment, but there's no wiggle room, right? I don't have any spare money left aside to save for like I would really be living hardcore paycheck to paycheck at that point. So I would be close to living outside of my means and I wouldn't be able to, it'd be tough. That's how I start falling in a hole. It would be tough, like a $2,000 AC repair or a $3,000 like hot water replacement. Then I got to start charging shit to the game, and that's how you get in the hole. So the biggest ways to not live outside of your means, and people they rationalize, and it's tough. Don't get at it's your house and your cars. Don't you'll sit there and say, "Oh, this is my dream home. It's $250 outside of our budget, but we'll make it work." No, you probably won't make it work, bitch. Oh, this I can only afford a $250 car monthly payment, but we have to have this car, and this car will fit the entire family, and it's so nice and it looks cool. I know it's $200 outside of our monthly budget, but we'll make it work. No, you probably won't, bitch. Again, like if I were to go out and have a $750 car monthly car payment, I would probably have to cut out some other things to not eventually start falling in a hole again. You don't want to have credit card debt. Credit card debt is the worst, right? And you can do other things to cut your expenses. Oh, we won't go out so much, and etc. But you will. You probably will. Look back at your life and tell me how many times you successfully. It's just like a diet, dude. There's no difference between a diet. It's a lifestyle change. How many diets have you failed? Let me answer that for you. Probably all of them. Every diet you've ever been on eventually failed you and you put on more weight. Because it's a lifestyle change that you don't have it. You don't have it in you. I know what this channel is not is a motivational channel that's going to change your life because even that's a rug pull. Most of the time, oh, Tim Robbins changed my life, and then It changed your life for 5 minutes, and then you went back to the lifestyle that, you know what I'm saying? So, finance and diet, there's no difference. Stop. Put, where's the great sir cheeseburger? Put down that third cheeseburger. Put down the second cheeseburger. A, they're expensive, and B, you're getting fat. Well, guess what? If you think you can make a lifestyle change by buying something that you can't afford, that's 2 times worse than eating the extra cheeseburger and plate of fries. Now you already got bad financial management skills, and you're compounding it and rationalizing it by getting into a house that the rent's too high or you can't afford the monthly mortgage. And if this is your first time buying a house, guess what? Like you're not even the shit that's about to hit you. Like, oh, it don't get me wrong, buying a house is a really good investment, but if you buy something you can't afford, you are setting yourself up for disaster. Shits on houses are not cheap to fix. I've spent a lot of money, $5,000 replacing an AC. That was 10 years ago. Now that shit would probably cost like 10,000. Fixing the AC a couple times, another 5,000. You got lawn maintenance. You either got to buy lawnmowers and do that shit yourself, or pay someone like $100-$200 a month to do it for you. Water heaters will break, or pipes. So you can't call the landlord, or you can't call the manager and say, hey, my toilet's overflowing and I got a plumbing issue. Nope, you got to call a plumber. Them shits ain't cheap either. I have a drip. In my freaking, both of them have had drips. The first drip cost me about $7,000 because I started demoing it, and I thought I was going to be smart and redo the bathroom myself. Well, guess what? Yeah, no. I ended up paying someone to do it. It cost $7,000 and it just turned out okay. My other bathroom has a drip. The plumber said, oh, I could fix that. That's going to cost $1,200. He's like, we could replace the little spigot or whatever, but it's probably not going to fix the drip. So we got to cut it out and blah, blah, blah. $1,200. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to waste water. This thing's dripping like 2-3 gallons of water a day. I can't get it to stop. It's torture. It's like one of the worst tortures I'm going through right now. Do I spend $1,200 to fix this? Right? It's tough, man. I sit there every day. I try and get it to I motivate you. I can't wait to wake up every early day to sick, sexy. Listen, if meet Kevin, then I meant to. Yeah, we will make it work. I have a shitty Opel Corsa. I love that attitude. I prefer to yes, you know what the difference between someone with money and someone without money is? It's easy. A car payment. And I got to this point, if you can get to a point where your car is paid off. My car has been paid off now for 4 years. I haven't made a car, and that car payment was $550. So my plan was to take that $550 and put it in the bank every month, at least for like 3 years, and then use that on a down payment as the new car. Well, crypto changed that because I pretty much put it all in crypto. I'm doing okay. Like, I'm not doing okay. I'm down a lot of money in crypto from the top, but we'll be back. If it's hard for anyone to cry for me right now, because if I were to pull all my money out of crypto, I mean, I can go buy a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? It would really hurt to do that because of how much I'm down from the top. So I'm not saying anyone cry over any spilt milk over here. I'm just saying live with inside your means, and it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's just like a diet. It is not easy. I see people fail at it I used to fail at it. The reason I can tell you all these things, like you're not going to do it, you can't do it, because for the longest time, And I'm not saying all people. There's some people out there with really good money management that impressed the hell out of me and they figured it out early. But if you got this attitude like, "Oh, you shut up, Tom. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not going to happen to me." You're the exact kind of person I'm talking to. And you know how I know that? Because I was that person. If you think you're just going to fall into, you think you're the world's greatest stock trader or crypto trader, and you think your problems are going to be over here pretty soon because you're going to buy some 10x Alex Becker shitcoin, or you're going to go 10x long on Bitcoin, or you're going to, you're setting yourself up for a lot of blowing out your accounts and starting over. If you're that guy that sits there and says, "Oh, I really," back in the day for me, it was like, "Oh, I really need this chair. I really need this answering machine," or "I'll just charge it to the game. It's only $30 a month on the credit card. I can afford that." "Oh, I really need this." I didn't need any of that shit, dude. I don't need shit, man. The only things I really can't live, like, what can you really not live without? Figure out what you can't live without. And if it's a car, it's a car, right? But don't go outside of your means. But other than that, if you're constantly buying things on Amazon or the electronics store or the guitar shop, right? I've been there. Whatever you're like, if you're jumping from one expensive ass hobby to another trying to fulfill your life, it's going to be a rough one for you before you figure it out. But it really starts at, and it may be the hard truth may be you don't have the skill set to live in the area you live in. For example, you might be living in San Diego and you can't afford to live in San Diego. Move, right? Move. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't afford to live in the area you live in, move, right? Or continue to be poor. Koska loves electronics. It went drip, drip, drip. I don't know. She had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. All right, guys and gals. 7:32 a.m. Did we even like 5 minutes on crypto in the stock market? No, I mean this is I feel like this is one of my best streams. If people listen to the words that came out of my mouth this stream, I might have changed a life. Although I feel like most of the people in the stream already know this shit. This needs to get out to people that need to. But the problem is these people don't listen. And you know how I know? Because I didn't listen. I was smarter when I was in my 20s and 30s. I was smarter than everyone else on the planet. You could not tell me shit. I mean, and that was the peak. That was the blow off top for me. I rode that bitch all the way up like the .com crash. I was in my teens. I was 7 years old and I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. Well, I was off by 20 years. I've already lost. I'm no longer a millionaire, and $1 million doesn't get you where it used to get you. So, I like Sublime. I don't know the freaking words to all their songs. I think I like a couple Sublime songs. Let me think. Sublime. I like Sublime. In fact, I'm pretty sure they got a song I love. Sublime greatest hits. They probably got what, like 3? Uh, I like Santeria. What I got, Wrong Way, Santeria, 40 ounces to freedom. Hey, I'm not gonna say smoke 2 joints. I kind of remember that one. I think Santeria is the one I like. That was their biggest hit, wasn't it? Is Sublime your favorite band, Ricky? All right, let's wrap this up. Let's see what's going on in crypto. Got to go back to the salt mines or the coal mines, whatever mine you caress me down. I don't even know that song, bro. I'm not the world's I love Audio Slave. as your favorite band? I love Audio Slave, but calling them my favorite band, I like. I can't even think of. Oh, I'd say Sound. I like Soundgarden better than Audio Slave, but I love them both. I love them both. Chris Cornell, one of the greatest singers of all time. R.I.P. R.I.P. Brother. Yeah, I love me some Audio Slave and Soundgarden. All right, let's get this wrapped up. Good thing I didn't go long silver. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bitcoin hasn't done shit this entire stream. Is anyone surprised? It's up a little. 19, 16. Who cares? Who cares? I don't even care. The stock market. What's the stock market doing? E-mini S&P is now down 20. The Nasdaq's now down 120. So guess what? I don't know what changed in the last hour, but the stock market is now starting to crash. Is crypto next? Let's see what the titles on YouTube are right now. Did cryptos? Oh, I wanted to see if Meet Kevin has posted. I don't know how that little. It's a pretty amazing. He's really going hard on his rug pull, his Series A rug pull. Yeah, he hasn't. He honestly hasn't posted a video for 11 days. That's amazing. And I would say the sole reason he's doing it is because he's showing the commitment he has to his, or he's pulling the wool over your eyes. You are out of your freaking mind if you invest in Meet Kevin's real estate company with anything other than like petty cash, right? And I don't know, your petty cash might be $1 million, or your petty cash might be $20. But if you only got $20 to invest, he ain't gonna talk to you. So you better have a big bag of petty cash, and you better seriously consider that money lost. Who knows? Maybe he pulls this shit off. I doubt it. I seriously do. Oh my goodness, he was so freaking drunk. He had no business being. Does Kevin Abs turn you on too? Nah. I've always been annoyed by this guy. He's a very bratty, me kind of person. He's smart. Don't get me wrong. He's smart. He's built a nice real estate. He knows certain things about finance and stuff well. I've honestly, I mean, I try not to get, I try not to, I mean, I do and I don't, but I don't really tell my true feelings about like Meet Kevin and like Andre Jick is cool. Jeremy Lefebvre's kind of cool. Graham Stephan is pretty cool, although Graham Stephan annoys the shit out of me too, but he's a really smart person. His videos just annoy me. It's not that he annoys me. And then Meet Kevin, I've never really liked this guy. He's always annoyed me. He's a self-entitled brat. And again, I'm not saying he's not smart. He's a smart person. He knows real estate and he knows a lot of things about government and money. But he also does a lot of things where he acts like he's a professional, and he's not when it comes to stocks, for example. He's sitting there, he's got a course on technical analysis. Give me a freaking break. Right? Are you kidding me? Like, he doesn't even know. He just started learning, and like he's been through the cycles I've been through. Like, he sold all his stocks and he's like, I'm just gonna buy options instead. The people that followed him made life ruining money. And I knew it. And I said it. I said it back then. I'm like, this guy's an idiot. I said this guy was an idiot when he took out loans during the first COVID outbreak. He took out loans and went long the stock market. He got lucky. He got lucky. He didn't know shit. He got lucky. It could have went the other way, and you wouldn't even know who Meet Kevin is. He would be like, look at this idiot took loans. He would make content like, oh, I'm taking out margin on Robinhood to buy my house. Just for content. The problem is, and he would always talk about margin. If you're on margin in the stock market, you're gonna get destroyed. You know what? That news is probably too late. You probably got destroyed. You probably got margin called out the ass, and you're probably not even watching this channel because you've sworn off the stock market and you'll never get back in. If you're trading on margin, you're gonna get wrecked. And guess what? I knew that. I knew that, and I got wrecked on margin again in crypto. That margin would be on shit like Tranquil Finance, borrowing money and buying margin. I got wrecked. That's something, a big mistake. I knew it, and it pisses me off because I still got wrecked. Lucen was still a buy at 50%. Yeah, me, Kevin, don't know shit. People that have followed me, Kevin, have mostly gotten destroyed. I don't know why anyone would listen to this guy. For stock advice, for technical analysis, I'll tell you how to make money in the stock market, not financial advice. Sell puts when the market's crashing. When the market bottoms, start selling puts. When the market tops, start selling calls, or sell strangles along the way. Sell premium, learn how to defend against them. Sell covered calls, sell covered puts. You bitches didn't even know that was a thing. Just like you can buy a stock and sell a call to go long, you could short a stock and sell a put to hedge, to go short, or hedge with futures. Don't YOLO into the futures to go long, to get, 5x, 10x, 100x leverage. You do it to hedge your position. You do it to lower or raise your deltas. If you're extremely delta short, you can use it to raise your deltas. If you're extremely delta long, you can use it to lower your deltas. That's how you do it. Sell premium. There's two ways to make money in the stock market: buy good stocks and hold on to it and forget about it, or sell premium, or a combination of both, whether it's dollar cost average or lump sum. A lot of people on YouTube will tell you DCA. Well, DCA these nuts. Because the problem with DCA is people will wax on about DCA. The DCA dollar is a multi-year to decade process. Most people start DCAing in at tops, and it'll just keep going down and down and down, and they'll be like, F this, I've lost too much money, and they'll give up. But if they would have continued to DCA, eventually it comes back up and they're going to be flush with cash. But most people can't afford to do that, right? Timing. No one ever talks about timing. People talk about time in the market, but no one listens to that shit either. Time's a mofo because it takes a long time. Lump sum, another great thing, but most people can't handle the amount of time it takes and the amount of FUD. FUD ain't nothing new. FUD ain't nothing. But they were FUDing Tesla for a decade, and most people got FUDed out. But there were some people that didn't get FUDed out, and they made a shitload of money in Tesla. Problem is, the FUD could have been true. Tesla almost went bankrupt. So the people that invested in Tesla didn't know shit. I mean, they knew shit, but they didn't know shit. They got lucky though. Tesla made it. They were one of the ones that made it. So you could be investing in a great stock or a great crypto, but it doesn't mean you're right. And that's why you want to diversify. But anyway, it's really hard. It takes a lot of time doing it, learning from your experiences and not making the same mistakes again. For example, me being on margin. It was a different form of margin, and I got caught with my pants down. And I'm referring to crypto crashing, and I had like Anchor and Ethereum on Anchor, and I'm talking like and a lot of people had that problem, or whether it was on Harmony One or whatever. So I'm not doing that shit anymore, dude, at all. Like, I had my fun with it. I'm gonna be smart going forward. I'm not gonna DeFi and yield farm for freaking YouTube content. It was fun while it lasted. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna buy the layer one and let the other people lose their money on it. I have a budget of $2,000 per month to invest. I invest always $1,000 into. Yeah, you said this before. I really love that strategy. You think? Yeah, I love that strategy, bro. If you can continue to do that, the odds are in your favor. But I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how much pain you're going to have to go through. Um, if anything, I would say that's a highly aggressive strategy that I love. But the crypto part can wreck you, and it depends on what crypto you're buying too. In my opinion, not financial advice. Buy good cryptos. Don't buy like if you want to throw 10% of that crypto at like shit coins. I wouldn't do it now. I would wait for the next bull market. Maybe if you need to soothe that itch, right? Do it then. I might start soothing my itch with some lower cap shit coins once I know we're in a bull market and we're gonna have altcoin seasons, but it's gonna be a very small amount. I'm gonna continue to just buy the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's your opinion on only buying a stock when it's near or under the 200 moving day? That's a tough one too. Um, that's a tough one, dude, because you're gonna have people on YouTube that tell you, "Oh, it's obvious. This was a double top. It's obvious. It's what was gonna go down after the fact." Oh, the 200 day is cool, but it's not cool. There's nothing magical about the 200 day. Um, if it's at the 200 day, it's probably a good time to start buying, but it could get a lot worse before it gets better. It's just like crypto. Where's that shit at on like 200 days? If you got a mechanical way that works for you, continue to do it. But you got to stay mechanical, I guess. That's why I try and do trades that are statistically in my favor in the stock market. I just sell premium, greater than 50% chance of success, and or I'll buy good stocks that I love, like Tesla. I could be wrong, but I think Tesla is going to be maybe the biggest biggest company in the world, or at least multi-trillion, and continue to be a top 10 and go up. I think what Tesla's doing is amazing. Their self-driving is going to be a huge money maker. Solar battery storage is going to be a huge money maker. They're going to get into other really smart home stuff that's going to be a huge money maker, most likely. I've heard rumors of Tesla phones and shit like that, so who knows? But at the end of the day, their self-driving, I think, is going to be. I think self-driving could be a multi-trillion-dollar company in the next 20 years. So it's in itself. Again, I live on the fence that most of the cars on the road are going to be self-driving taxis. It's going to cost you $100,000 just for the self-driving software. Who can? It's going to. Right now, cars are almost as expensive as houses used to be 10 years ago. That's going to continue to go up. The most expensive thing on the car is probably going to become the self-driving software because big money, again, big money, it's going to drive out the smaller person. Big money is going to own all the cars. They're going to control all the cars, and it's going to be passive income. It's going to be a huge money-making industry. You own the car, and it goes out there, and it just earns passive income all day. And it's going to be cheap for the consumer. It's going to be a cheaper alternative for someone like you or me to go out and just call it. You don't have to worry about the maintenance. You won't even need a garage anymore. It's going to change humanity quite a bit. And then pretty soon it might be self-driving drones. George Jetson, here we come. Because self-driving drones are, in my opinion, I'm surprised it's taking as long as it's taking. But that's going to be a big thing too. You're going to hop into a drone and you're going to fly to your job even. There's going to be drone landing pads. There's going to be drone landing pad parking lots and shit. What do I think of Near? I don't hate Near, but I don't love Near. There's nothing special going on at Near, to be quite honest. I don't hate Near. I also don't love it. It's not on the list of things I want to buy. I think they're doing some cool stuff over there. I hear they got good technology, but it doesn't excite me for the reasons. Matic, Solana, and Cardano all excite me for different reasons. Cardano has the best technology, hands down. I think it's going to be the best crypto, hands down. It has some of the best devs, engineering. Their workflows and processes are very detailed. They have a very clear roadmap. You could see everything going on at Cardano. I love the fact they use Haskell. I love the fact that they use UTXO. I could go on and on to the break it on. Matic, I think is a good investment, not financial advice. I could be wrong. I think they're good because they pay for network effect. They pay to get people over there, and they're really good at it. And they have decent technology and a lot of games and partnerships, and a lot of good things are going over there. I like Solana because a lot of the same thing. They do a lot of marketing and they're getting a lot of network effect. I am not long term bullish Solana. I don't even know that I'm long term bullish Matic. I think they're just in play and decent investments going forward. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I think there's only 3 cryptos to safely buy right now, and that's Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. I think that's diversification enough. If I were to, if I gotta, how do I say this without getting in trouble? Like, in my opinion, not financial advice, the safest way to invest right now as an investor would be you have to figure out your percentage, whether it's like 80% stocks, 20% crypto, 50-50, right? Whatever. I'm high risk. I'm like almost all crypto right now. So that is very bad. But you got to figure that out. So go buy, like Jonathan, go buy 50% of your stuff in the S&P, very conservative, or just, put together your own portfolio of like 8 stocks, some Tesla, some Apple, some Google, some shit like that. That's really all the S&P is. That's a big part of it. And then, like, whatever you put in crypto, you want to be safe. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. Anything outside of that, it gets super risky, in my opinion. Solana, they might be big. I think Solana could see $1,000 price target, but I don't know that if Solana is going to make it. I really don't. They could crash. I mean, Cardano could crash and burn. Ethereum could crash and burn, and the real winner might not even maybe it is near. Maybe it is Phantom. I don't think so. Maybe that new crypto you haven't heard of yet. Maybe it's that Aptos or Sweet, right? Or Cadena. Who the hell knows? But again, Cardano has the best, in my opinion, the best technology, the best developers, the best programming language, all this stuff. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. Ethereum, first to market, it was built with a lot of great minds. The guy from Cardano, the guy from Polkadot, and Vitalik. It's the one with the network effect. Oh my goodness, it's 7:52. Yeah, a lot of people like BNB. BNB might be a safe investment. I'm not a big fan of Binance or BNB. BNB is converting everyone's USDC to BUSD right now, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a big fan of BNB. Clayton, Chill Baggins in the house. How you doing, brother? Clayton, Clayton's the next rug pull. Clayton and Pandora are the biggest rug pulls right now. What is Clayton doing? 22 cents. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did I watch anything good this weekend? No. How's House of Dragons going? Anyone watching that shit? I'm gonna wait to marathon it. My fantasy draft was yesterday. I showed up 15 minutes late. I'd scoop some Clayton. I'm not scooping Clayton. I'm not scooping shit. I'm not even buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I'm not buying any of the coins I want to buy right now. I have not bought a crypto. I can't remember, which is insane for me. Like, I don't even think, it doesn't even cross my mind to buy crypto right now. It barely crosses my mind to check the price of crypto. If I didn't have these morning streams, I mean, I would still check it, but I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting. I'm not dollar cost averaging. I'm patiently waiting to lump sum that bitch. And if I'm being honest with you, not financial advice, I think now is a good time to invest. And now is a good time to invest, but most people won't be able to do it because it's going to be a while. it is probably going to be a while before we see a good time in crypto and a good time in the stock market again. Don't get me started on the fact that crypto's only ever been in a bull market. So just because we got the next Bitcoin halving coming up doesn't mean it's going to do anything crazy. The stock market is still getting destroyed for the next 2 years. I wouldn't, I would, if, okay, if the stock market continues to do sideways or bad for the next into the next halving, Bitcoin, I would look to Bitcoin to potentially start going up, but be a much shorter cycle, right? And not go up as much. So I would be extremely careful depending on what the stock market, the equities market, the real estate, all that shit's doing. Because again, Bitcoins is cryptos. He always says Bitcoins. Bitcoins has only ever seen good times. And even during one of the great, if not the greatest bull run in the history of the stock market, Bitcoin still crashed 95%. So who the hell knows? Capo's disciple. You should change your name to STFU. Nick Capo have anything to say? What am I saying that's anything like Capo? I agree with Capo. I made it into a Rust YouTube video this weekend. Oh my goodness. Someone was raiding into our base and made a video on it. I was in it. It was kind of funny. Capo was Jack in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, we have this huge base, and this guy does videos, and he was building a raid tower, and we were coming back from like buying some mini helis, and we saw this guy towering in. So I didn't know it at the time, but then someone discovered it, so I was in the video. All right, so I got more views. I got more views on this video.
Fully.
So this is our base. This is the base we're playing on. I was playing on over the weekend. I've got a farm going on there. And yeah, so he's building a tower to raid into it. Let's see. This has 8,673 views. So there I am. I'm flying in on that mini right now. This video has like more views than all my views put together on accident, right? How embarrassing is that? This has 8,763 views. I've made 7,000 videos and I don't have 8,700. So that's the guy I wrote in with. And then you should see me in a second. Oh yeah, because we let him in. Turrets are. I think you see me in a second. I don't freaking remember. Oh, he comes in and dies right here. I must have been a little bit earlier. Whatever. Who cares? Who freaking cares? What was I? Oh, I don't even remember what I was gonna do. Gus walks into bullets to save Combo's life. I don't remember that. Look at, he sued me and instantly regretted it. Ooh, a Tozy. Yeah. No, he's a big time YouTube streamer. Like even when we were talking to the dude, he said he was making a video, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like it could be such and such. And I thought it could be him, but I figured maybe it was someone on Twitch or something. I didn't freaking know. What was I gonna do? I remember. I got to get to work. 7:59 a.m. Back to the salt mines. Back to the coal mines. I would recap on check what Bitcoin and the stock. Oh, actually, we should look because the stock market was crashing. Is it still crashing? Now the Nasdaq screen. What the? It crashes 120 points and now it's. I give up. Like, what's Bitcoin doing? It hasn't done shit. Guaranteed, it's still 20. 19,000. Oh, 800. All right, everyone. 6:30 a.m. Be there, be square, all that. Love